And we are live. Can you guys hear me? Can everybody hear me? Am I too loud? I'm probably too loud. Let's see. Hey, Kim, Sam, Ed, Chris, Kim D, Christine. Okay, awesome. All right, let me take this off. And okay. Yeah, this is definitely the the and Kim S. This is definitely the iron out the kinks. Let's see how this is all going to work. So I want to thank everyone that's in here, that's come to show me some love. I love you guys. I appreciate this like more than you can imagine. Um, I am having so much fun, Chris. Look, I even learned how to do this. So it's playing with everything. Let's see. Nice. Hi, Kim R. I'm loving my Shinedown family, my family, my GPA family, my Nerd Herd family. I do not jump out in front of people at shows. That would be hilarious. Let's see. All right. So for anyone that's going to catch this on replay right now, everybody that's in the room knows me. But I just want to introduce myself. My name is Lori, and I am the host of United, a podcast for change. And who am I? I am we the people. I'm one of the 320 plus million American citizens that falls under the umbrella of we the people. And why am I doing this? What is this podcast? For probably about the past decade, I've been watching my country, around the world. I've been watching negativity increase, violence, people screaming at one another instead of talking. I've been watching compassion and empathy like slowly dying, and I've had enough. Um, I am a positive person. I'm grateful that the glass has something in it, whether it's half full or half empty is doesn't matter. There's something in it, and that's what's important. Um, and I got tired of watching, so I wanted to do something. So what I would like to do with this podcast, which is open to everyone, no matter your color, your skin, your religion, your sexual orientation, your gender, your political preferences, it doesn't matter. I would like to see what I can do to get people talking again without screaming at each other, without cussing each other out, without name calling. And I just want to, I would really love to just throw a burst of positivity out into the universe, um, with hopefully as many people that would like to join in this, little social experiment with me. Um, I, the negativity is just, it's driving me crazy. So we're going to talk about all the things. What I want to do is maybe have a particular topic each week. Take a couple days during the week, because there are going to be some where it's not going to get covered in an hour or two. And one thing that I haven't noticed in all of the media, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. I'm really, when I see creators talk to John and Jane Q Public, it's to embarrass them. It's to make them look stupid, which I think feeds into the negativity. So what I want to do for this podcast, it's a basically right now it's a video call in. There is an option to mute your camera or stop your camera if you want to just do audio. As it grows, I want to also incorporate actual audio calling where you can just call in on your phone, and so nobody has to worry about getting their makeup done or doing their hair. Uh, my hair was done an hour ago, um, but it is what it is. At this point, I don't even care. It's fine. So, what I want to do is I just want to show people what it'll look like. If you go into the video description, and what I'm going to do is we're going to highlight this, highlight the screen, and I want to make it way big. And let's see. All right. So in the description of the YouTube or the Facebook, wherever you're looking right now, I'm in the YouTube, as you can see. Uh, in the description, there is a link. So just copy it. Okay. Computer, thank you. Copy the link. And before if you want to join, I would lower your volume, or as you're joining, lower your volume on your YouTube or your Facebook, however you're watching this, just to make sure you don't get any echoes. You come into a separate window, you click it, and it's going to ask you for your name. And for this, I'm going to be head bitch in charge. You can, if you have your own camera, whichever, you can select your camera, you can mute your camera, mute your microphone. Well, I hope you don't mute your microphone. I need to hear you. But if you need to change your camera, you click on the little settings button, and then you can pick your camera, you can pick your microphone, and then what you'll do is you'll join the broadcast. It might take a couple minutes. And this is the screen that you're gonna see. Why am I echoing? Did I turn this down? Alright. And then I will bring you into the conversation, and you just start talking. So let me take that out. Yes, I'm gonna kick it. Alright, and we can do that. Okay. So at some point this evening, um, during this, I'm gonna ask for volunteers or a volunteer to, try come in as a guest just so I can make sure that all works, and that I can hear and we can chat. Let's see. If anyone wants to support, please do the YouTube things, the Facebook things if you haven't already. And thank you to everyone that has done it already. Um, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Um, there are right now I'm not monetized because this is brand new. So if anybody wants to tip, wants to join the Patreon, there are links in the comments. There are links in the description that will take you to where you need to get there. Um, I also want to include self-care. A lot of our opinions are formed by our biases that we experience through our experiences and the things that we've, nurture versus nature. And so part of that is ourselves as individuals and the things that we have going on. And, so part of kind of breaking through, um, breaking through the wall of being able to have real discussions, I believe also includes self care. Um, and so we are going to have episodes on that. I'd like to do that at least once a week. Um, I'm working on Monday through Friday at 7 o'clock, except for Thursdays at 7 o'clock, because I'm going to be watching another podcast at 7 o'clock Eastern time. And so maybe like a different time of day maybe during the day on Thursdays. Um, I once Fridays are going to be fun days, and it's just going to be about positive videos and memes and just the good things that are going on in our lives. It's like a day of gratitude. Um, I also this is my good luck charm for tonight. It's the OG Spirit Talk mug. Um, there is not coffee in this, so um, what's it called? Uh, Fridays, like once a month on Fridays, I also want to incorporate fundraisers um, for just different charities throughout the country, and support, and give back, um, those sorts of things. Yes, party. Yeah. If you have an adult beverage, I did pour myself for after we're done. I do have a specific shot. Um, I went old school with some Rumplemans. So just a toast. Let's see. So those are the sorts of things that I want to do with the Patreon. It's all going to be there is merch. Merch is coming. I've already been asked about that, and I am working on merch. Um, and if you join the Patreon, um, there's a coupon code that once. Hey, Mary. There'll be a coupon code for merch. There will be members only lives. Uh, our members only parties. So there's going to be some different things that are going to be just for Patreon members as a thank you. Hey, Sue. Uh, that are just exclusive to the Patreon members. Um, let's see. Does anyone have any questions? Hey, John. I don't know if you saw, but I have as a good luck charm for my first show. And congrats on 20,000 subscribers. I just saw that the other day. So big congrats and happy early birthday. I know tomorrow's your birthday, but you're here now. So happy birthday. This is my favorite podcast. Everyone here, I think, already is subscribed to John's podcast. If you're not, go check it out. Uh, it has a little bit of everything. Hey, Patrice. Oh, you know what? I have a question. I have a fan blowing under the desk because I'm hot. Like hot is in temperature. Let me know if you can hear it or not. And if you can, and it's annoying, I'll turn it off. Um, but I'll also put up polls for Patreon members. If anyone, for different topics to talk about. I know it's a surprise. I'm not going to sing because The bleeding eardrums is not a free gift with purchase today. But I am going to ask for a volunteer to click on the link in the description. No, I'm not singing, Kim. No, no. Excellent. So I'm going to ask for a volunteer to click on the join the conversation link that's in the description, just so I can see, it can be for 2 seconds. We don't have to have an intense conversation that lasts an hour. It's just to kind of get the hang of doing this for the first time. What's it called? But otherwise, hey, Meredith, does anyone have any questions? Oh, and another thing, like anyone that, that joins the Patreon or does, like tips through PayPal or whichever, because right now I can't monetize, I can't do stream, what are they called? Super chats, or things like that. So thanks, Sam. So what I'm going to do is that, I'll get notified via email if there's tips or, people have joined the Patreon. And then at the next episode, I'll have a graphic up, and I'll start off each show thanking the people, that donated or joined the community. No questions. So, and when I mean that we're going to talk about all the things, we're going to talk about all the things. What I would really love to see, and not that I don't expect that anything negative, will happen. But we're going to talk about all the things. We're like on Monday's episode, we're going to dive right in. And for people that don't know me super well, we're going to get to we're look at you, Sam, getting highlighted. What is the first topic you want? Where's one you want to talk about? Well, we're going to get to that in about 2 seconds. For those that don't know me well, I'll give you the shirt off my back. Not right now. YouTube and Facebook have standards. I don't want to blind anyone. And I'll just do anything for anybody. One thing that I don't like to do is waste people's time or my time. So I tend to be quite direct. No judgment, no pressure. I don't want to waste people's time. So our first topic for Monday and probably Tuesday will be what's wrong with the US. And that can also branch out to, what's wrong with the world. And it's going to be a series of, asking the audience of what do you think the biggest issue facing the United States is right now? Pare it down to like 1 or 2 words, short and sweet. We can add Canada too. And then just go into discussing those different things that the audience suggests. I'm the host. I'm the moderator. I'm, here to kind of lead the conversation. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I am diving in head first, Mary. You only have so many places to start, so why not just dive in? You know, we're gonna. I want to talk about the things going on in our country and the world, the negativity, just the nonsense. We can have exactly, Sue, that there's no tolerance for anyone or anything's opinion. If you are If you don't think like me, if you don't look like me, if you don't love like me, if you don't act like me, well, then you're dead to me or you're unalive to me. Sorry, YouTube. And it didn't used to be like that. We used to be able to have debates, civilized debates. And it seems like we just can't do that anymore. And I've had enough. I want to do. I want to see what I can do to change that. Have a good night, Kim. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a great night. Um, one person can make a difference. I've seen one person make a difference many times. So I want to see what this one person can do to make a difference. And so I'm looking just for people to join the conversation and you know start a community, start a movement that that branches out like a butterfly effect, and it just infuses the world with positivity. And negativity is easy. I mean, driving down the road, you see an accident, and it's gawkers and rubberneckers looking for someone injured, looking for blood. But holding a door open for someone, oh, that's we can't do that. Or it's just silly things. It's silly things like that. Like positivity it's fragile. It's like glass that is just easily broken because negative works. Negativity is it's the draw. And yes, Mary, Mary has another great question. Are these going to all be live? Yes, these are all going to be live because the whole purpose is to have conversations with real live John and Jane Q public average people from wherever in the world you are. I mean, yeah, my focus is predominantly going to be the United States because this is where I live and this is what I see most of. I've seen some Canada stuff, but the majority of it is American. You know what I mean, Meredith. We know you're not. We know you're not average. You're extra. We know. Um, but I mean, just people. No one's. I see polls on different news agencies that they pulled this many Democrats, this many Republicans, this many this or this many that. My phone never rings. So, who are they talking to? How many people are they talking to? And it just seems like, the powers that be don't have the pulse of the people. And I'd like to change that. I would like to actually talk to the people. I'm not an expert. I'm I'm just me. I'm just a person that would join the conversation, Sam. I'll poll you. Click on that link. Go ahead. You can turn the like if you don't want it to be if you just want it to be your voice, you can turn the camera off once you come in. Um, so that's just like, that's what I want to do with this. I want to get this country back and not back to, women not having a vote and in that sort of way. I mean, I can remember, walking uphill to school both ways. No, I can remember when people used to talk to one another. I can remember that the best thing about this country was when something went wrong, when there was, some type of disaster or, like a natural disaster. I remember September 12th. Like people we all came together, and it didn't matter. The amount of melanin in somebody's skin, it didn't matter. Who you prayed to didn't, or whether you prayed at all, it didn't matter. Who who you love. I mean, just watching just in the past week or so, this whole thing with the Bud Light can. Why? I just, I don't get it, and I want to get it. I want to understand. I want to talk to people. And you're right. So it shouldn't take something like, like 9/11 for us to come together. And it didn't used to. It used to be, yeah, I mean, if it was, a tornado or a hurricane or something like that, you saw people, you saw the good, and you saw people helping one another without any type of like requirement that, I'll only help you if. It didn't matter. And I would really, really love to get back to things, those kind of things not mattering. And, it's and not that I'm trying to say that, how I am is how everybody should be, because I'm not. Everybody's different. You know, but the way that I see it is, as as an American, I have the freedom to do whatever I want within the boundaries of the law. You can be the dissenting voice, Kim. There's You know what? There's no such thing as a dissenting voice here. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. They're entitled to express their opinion. So it's not dissenting. There That's negative. Let's be positive. So you have the right to think and feel and speak on however you want to speak. Um, Especially like you've served our country, you've protected our freedoms. Uh, if anyone gets to talk, it's you and people like you. Um, you know, but my thing is, as an American, like, yeah, I have all these rights and freedoms. What I don't have the right to do is infringe on someone else's rights. I don't have the right to damage someone in exercising my rights. You know, so it makes things easy for me, where if someone is different, okay, you have the right to be different. As long as you're not hurting someone else, you have the right to do whatever the hell you want. And where rights butt up against one another, there has to be compromise in society. What you do in private, that's your own business. What you do in public, there has to be compromise. Or there has to be, and we'll just say, for example, two people that have opposing viewpoints. Either one of them has to voluntarily agree to step back. Like if you're walking down the street and you're walking one way and someone's coming at you the other way, but they're right at you. Someone has to move. And it's either one person just volunteers to move to the side, or both people compromise and they each move to the side. And and that's what I'm looking to build. Those are the kind of conversations that I'm looking to have, where you know we're we can agree to disagree, where we can just get past like the negativity. Um, I'm going to be having one of the topics will be the media and social media and all the nonsense uh, that surrounds that. I want to talk about there are going to be episodes where we talk about SA, as things that people have gone through, which is something that I've gone through. Women's rights, men's rights. When I say everything, I mean everything, because it just seems like we can't talk about anything. Hey, Kendra, be I'm open to having guest speakers. And Kendra PC is Patrice. So just so you know, um, I'm open to having guest speakers. I'm open. Primarily, I want to hear from people like the public. I want to hear what people like the people feel about different things, and why they feel the way that they do about different things. Um, but I am open to, live interviews with guest speakers. Uh, I want to get a few like of these under my belt, because this is the first time in my life that I'm actually doing something like this. Uh, and I I love it. I'm terrified. Uh, I've spent my entire working life doing the practical thing, because I was a single mom, for anyone that doesn't know that. Uh, so it's always been about, working for someone else, and, and that stress and practical. And thankfully, uh, the company that I last worked for, in October, they decided that they were going to do some restructuring. And in a less than 5-minute call, me and 200 other people were told that, "No, thanks for your service. Thanks for all your hard work, but peace out." So that was a surprise. And I've spent like the last 6 months kind of figuring out what I wanted to do when I grew up. Um, Not that I ever intend to fully grow up. I'm old enough to know better, still too young to care. And, and it really, when I really thought about it, that everything was practical, that yes, I did work that I loved, but it was working for companies. And I used to write and do crafty things and sing and dance. And, I was creative, and practical kind of pushed creative out of the way. And so this isn't blowing the dust off. This I've actually had to like break out some WD-40 and scrub at the scrub at the rust. Um, but the more that I thought about doing something creative at this point in my life, and the more that, I thought about just what that would look like. And, and it's turned into whatever this is going to be. And just the closer that I've gotten to this moment right here and right now, it's it's been transformative. Like I haven't been this excited. All right, aside from Shinedown concerts, y'all know. But I haven't been this excited about something in I don't even know when. I can't even remember, the last time that I was this excited, to do something. Um, so I am, and I can't tell you how thrilled I am that there are 16 people watching this right now. I can't, you know, I've had the experience, ages and ages ago, um, where I was throwing a party, one of those, not quite pampered chef. It was one of those jewelry ones. And, I invited a bunch of people and people said they were coming. And the day of the party, no one came. So, hey, Angela, so as the time has been counting down for the go live, it's been crazy. Um, you know, because there was still that, in the back of my head, like what if nobody shows? What if nobody's here? And I can't thank you guys enough for being here and listening to me talk. I would love it if somebody would click on the link to join the conversation, so that it doesn't have to just be me talking. Or if there's any questions about anything, um, I like that, PC. And that was part of my thinking as well, that, if I want to make change, so if I'm not willing to step up and do something, then we're just sitting there doing nothing. And nothing's changing. Thanks, Ange. I appreciate that. Oh, all right. So do we have anything that we want to talk about right now? We can, if we want to talk about something in the comments, we can talk about stuff through the comments. That's fine too. It's whatever, and that's going to be part of it too, is that whatever anyone, whatever you're comfortable with. Thanks, Aaron. And thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Yeah, so this is just so that I'm this is the WD-40. Just kind of getting the wheels moving, making sure that I know how to push the right button to get this thing going, and actually do a live. And just kind of get the hang of it. It's probably going to take me a few episodes. Let's see. Kim, if you want to jump in, that's great. I would love to see faces. I would love to hear voices. If you guys want, we can even practice. We can talk about COVID and the pandemic and just crazy stuff. And just what, just you want to talk about your work day? We can talk about your work day. Oh, here's Kim. I can hear you wonderfully.
Can you hear yourself?
Not as a Where is she? There she is. Everybody say hi to Kim.
Hey guys. No,
So
I
what I
figured
would
I'd help make sure this because I'm between Zoom, Teams, 10 other things. I think I got to mute over here. Okay, there we go. Yeah,
There we
so
go.
I'm on some sort of video call all day. So we know your button works.
You know what? I'm going to give you that one for free. So, what I would normally do is that, or what my plan is for when a guest joins the conversation. First and foremost, thank you for joining the conversation. If you want to introduce yourself, let everybody know where you're from, just state, city, state. I'm not asking, obviously not your actual physical address.
Hi, kid. Well, this is Scout.
Who's adorable.
And I have had the pleasure of meeting half the ladies in the chat because we all met up last year in Tennessee. And we're all representing the Spear Talk where most of us met. So,
We are all, I don't know if John's still in here, but we are all representing the Spear Talk.
yeah. And yeah, Samantha's going to take Scout. Yeah.
And do you still have your YouTube window?
Yeah, I actually have it on
Okay.
my other monitor.
Okay,
So
good.
I switched off my phone to a browser and then I opened up a new browser and copy and pasted that link.
Okay, good.
And
Yeah,
then it's popped up
because
over here, the video portion.
once you come out of the live, like EV Mux, like it kicks you out.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to just make sure that you actually have the YouTube up.
Yeah, and then you have to mute your YouTube, otherwise you get feedback over here on this one.
Let's see.
Well, not you, me.
Okay.
I mute mine, otherwise I could hear myself talking on both of them.
Okay.
So,
So how's your day?
Good, long. Just got
Aren't
done
they
working.
all?
Yeah. So I've been where you were when you had a good job that you liked, and then everybody gets the same phone call at the same time, and it's pretty devastating at first, but you bounce back to bigger and better things.
Yeah, it definitely sucked when it happened. Sam, I
Yeah,
haven't tried it on the phone, so I don't know.
yeah, I switched from phone to web browser, and then Sam, I opened up another browser and then copy and pasted that join the conversation link. And it opens up a new window outside of YouTube.
Yeah, so, and we'll have, kind of conversations like this where it's just one person at a time. We can have conversations. I think I can have like 10 or 11 people in here at one time. So we can even do, like a town hall type thing. We can do, I mean, it's like Zoom meetings on
Yeah,
another,
it's another video platform. So,
on another platform.
so cool.
And
Well, congrats on starting the podcast. I can jump off if Sam wants to try and jump on.
you don't have to jump off if Sam wants to jump on. There can be more than one of us on.
There you go.
And yeah, but what I really want to do is just create a space where we can just talk. Oh, hopefully there's no, Sam, you aren't due to get like tornadoes or anything, are you? I'm hoping not. Just whenever I see hail, I immediately think tornado, and then I freak out because I live in an apartment building and we don't have a basement, and I'm just waiting. So
That happens here. We go down to our neighbor's house because they actually like the kid too. So,
oh,
yeah.
we have Chris.
Oh, Chris is coming.
Now, is this Chris Canada or is this Chris Nebraska? Because there's a couple Chris's in the chat. And
I don't see her yet.
looks like she has the camera's off, but we don't have volume yet. So just, it's Nebraska, Chris. Just make sure that your what is it called? Your microphone isn't muted. Oh, now it says no connection. All right, I'm gonna take that out. So just try again if you like. That would, if you want, that's cool. Yeah, but Kim, thank you very much for jumping in. Is there anything that you would like to see since you graciously volunteered? Is there anything that you would like to see covered as a topic?
I don't know. I think where you're headed is a good direction. We don't talk as civilized humans anymore unless you happen to be face to face with people. I think you see a lot of these keyboard warriors that if they sat in the same room with each other, They had to actually make eye contact. They might
Exactly.
not be, you might be willing to hear other opinions that you normally would dismiss and engage in a civil conversation instead of a shouting match and being a typical online troll.
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%, which like and that's another reason why I wanted to do it this way because if it's just a post, then, tone can be
Yeah,
misconstrued, things can get lost in translation, and then it's the trolls and the keyboard warriors and the bots come out.
yeah,
And it's and it almost ends up like you've wasted your time even, doing the post because somebody has to jump in and ruin it.
yeah.
Um excuse me. All right, so Christina's looking to jump in, which that would be lovely. I have not seen Christine since Myrtle Beach. Oh, tell Bill I love him too. And then I said hello. All right, yeah. Oh, and here comes Christine.
Yay, Canada!
Oh, Canada, can we hear you?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can hear you a little bit, but you sound like you might be breaking up a little bit. I love Myrtle Beach. Smith and Myers, Myrtle Beach. Loved
Yeah,
it.
I'm probably because it's from Canada. Okay. I'm gonna drop off because I think I'm screwing you up.
Huh?
Sorry.
You're okay. She wasn't. You weren't, but that's okay.
Sam needs to get on. She's the one that told us all to show up. I didn't even know you were doing this.
Yeah, gotta love Facebook, where it's just pick and choose what it shows and what it's not going to show, and
Oh, goodness.
where's that? Okay. All right. So it looks like it does work, which is awesome. So thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. And if anybody has any questions or anything like that, holler. Uh Once again, the topic for Monday and probably Tuesday will be what's wrong with the US? What's the biggest problem that you think the US or Canada, or wherever you are, is facing right now? Um, and then we will discuss. And once again, I really appreciate all of fucking Canada. Um, just all the support tonight. I really do appreciate it. It means just the absolute world to me. Um, so if you have a beverage, whether it's you know, whatever your beverage is, including an adult beverage, I could do a late night. I could do a late night radio show, Kim. And thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that. I thought about doing like ASMR, like, you know, just talking really nicely and into a microphone and doing whatever, because it's just I had 6 months of like, what am I gonna do? Slow jams. I could do slow jams. That's no, that would be ridiculous. So, what I would really love, um, grab them if you got them. This is Rumpelmans. I decided to go back to, like the 90s for my drink of my toast, because it was either that or Southern Comfort, which is usually my drink of choice. But I know that there are people in the chat that will get ill if they see Southern Comfort. So in wrapping up, I just want to say thank you again. I'm very excited for everyone that, that that showed up for me. Like I really genuinely appreciate it. Um, you guys are amazing. And feel free to share the links, and, do all the YouTubey things and the Facebooky things. Um, I will be branching out to probably Instagram, to TikTok, and just different platforms. Uh, I just want to make sure that I can manage everything, um, so that I don't let anybody down. I don't want to miss a comment. I don't want to miss a question. Um, so and I want this to build organically. Um, oh, thanks, Jody. Hi, Jody. New person. So this is not water. I just want to say thanks for uh coming to my podcast premiere. I love you all, and cheers, Slanja. Drink up. Mm. Oh God, it's been a long time since I had Rumplemints. Uh, la, la, la. I mean, yum. Rumplemints is amazing. Drink responsibly when you're an adult of drinking age. I would love to be at the Shinedown concert with you next week, Chris, in real life. But I'll take live. It's okay, PC. Tell Greg it's absolutely fine. I just appreciate everyone being here. And so with that, I'm going to sign off. I hope everyone has an absolutely amazing remainder of your evening. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, which leaves you a lot of room to have a good time. Like a lot of room, a lot of room. And hopefully I will see everyone again on Monday. So night.